Well, good Sunday afternoon. The time is 4:52 Central Time. We're here to bring you the latest on the tropics. It had to happen sometime, and here we are. It's potential tropical cyclone 6 now. It was formerly Invest 91 just a few hours ago. Now has been upgraded to PTC 6 from the National Hurricane Center. So this is a current look at it with our satellite observation here. Check it out. It's kind of disorganized at this point. We're seeing this large area of showers and storms in the southern Gulf of Mexico for the Bay of Campeche. So this is where we've been tracking this system over the last couple of days. It has now strengthened a little bit with its wind speeds now gusting at 60 miles per hour, sustained winds at 50 miles per hour. Now PTC 6 still lacks a well-defined center, so there's no center of circulation to track just yet. The NHC is investigating this and they're continuing to, compile data on that. So we're still waiting on a center to form, and it looks like it will form getting into tomorrow. So strengthening is certainly on the horizon, likely to become Tropical Storm Francine by Monday, by tomorrow. So this is what we have going on now. There is a cone now initiated for this, and getting into the next several days, this is going to change up. Since there's no center of circulation yet, this cone will probably shift a little bit, maybe more to the east or to the west in the next couple of days. So still waiting on that center of circulation to form. PTC 6 now expected to become a tropical storm, though, tomorrow, maintaining its strength as a tropical storm in the warm Gulf waters. Getting into Tuesday, hugging right along the Texas coast. Again, this is the initial cone here. Cone here showing that it does strengthen to a Category 1 hurricane by Wednesday. So landfall expected somewhere either in East Texas or western Louisiana sometime Wednesday or early Thursday. Again, this is the initial cone forecast calling for it to strengthen to a Category 1 storm by later Wednesday or early Thursday. So again, this is something we'll be watching very closely in the coming days. Just want to bring you the latest on what's expected with this. Then it will be moving inland, getting into Thursday and Friday, and then into the heart of the country later in the week. So this is what we have at this point. Really what we're expecting here in our part of the Gulf, some unsettled weather for several days. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will bring us kind of that soggy stretch, some gusty winds, and some coastal flooding. So we'll get into the more details or more specific details with that for the New Orleans area in a minute, but we'll be talking now what it kind of looks like at this point. So like I mentioned, kind of lacking that well-defined center, but since it's so close to land, that's why the NHC has called it PTC 6. It's initiating these advisories because it's so close to Mexico, and it will continue to bring impacts to parts of the Gulf Coast getting into the next couple of days. So this is what we have. The strongest winds placed on the southwest side of the system, and getting into tomorrow, it is expected to take that better structure, that better form, and tomorrow we'll probably be calling this Tropical Storm Francine. So right now we are sitting under this nice cold front in our part of the Gulf, so we have been dry today. But getting into tomorrow, moisture will start to creep back in to the Gulf of Mexico and through the Gulf of Mexico northward into the Gulf Coast. So southeast Louisiana, South Mississippi, moisture will start to creep in starting tomorrow. But we're watching down here for the southern Gulf of Mexico to see what eventually will become Francine will do. This is the spaghetti models. So going into the next couple of days, this is what we have getting into Wednesday, still hugging the Texas coastline by Wednesday. Drifting up to the north at first, and then it's expected to make that turn to the northeast on Wednesday. Again, landfall either in East Texas or western Louisiana Wednesday or early Thursday. This is the initial forecast, but something to kind of hang on to here and make your preps now to let you know we do have some rough weather coming our way during the midweek time frame. It looks like a big rainmaker for us. There is just going to be a whole slug of moisture coming into southeast Louisiana and South Mississippi Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Big rainmaker for us, more soaking rain and more flooding rain expected here at home. So let's just kind of walk you through the next couple of days. Really, let's focus on the impacts. Since the cone can still change, the intensity can still change. We'll just really focus on the impacts for southeast Louisiana and South Mississippi. So the rest of Sunday, quiet. It's a nice rest of the day. We have tomorrow also for Monday, trending mostly dry. But I mentioned that moisture in the Gulf of Mexico starts to creep up into the coastline, starts to travel a little bit farther to the north. So tomorrow, I think we'll see a couple spotty showers and storms for our coastal spots. But Monday, largely looking like a dry day. So tomorrow, trending mostly dry aside from a couple spotty showers and storms for our coastal locations getting into tomorrow afternoon and in the evening. Tuesday is when we start to see the influences of this tropical disturbance. So PTC 6 starts to bring some more moisture in our direction. So Tuesday is when the tropical downpours begin. So tomorrow, if you know your house floods really easily, you'll live along the coastline. it wouldn't be a bad idea tomorrow to maybe pick up some sandbags. Doesn't mean you'll definitely need them. No reason to panic, but if you know that your house is really susceptible to flooding and you live along the coastline, that's something to kind of keep in mind, because we could see, again, those flooding rains Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and also maybe some coastal flooding for some of our locations. So that is something to keep in mind for us. Nothing to stress too much about. We've been through way worse. This storm is not anticipated to blow up into anything unimaginable and major, but again, it could be a Cat 1 strength when it makes landfall in western Louisiana or East Texas by late Wednesday, early Thursday. So